LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Austin Reeves. The Lakers look scary under JJ Redick, dominating teams in ways we never saw under Darvin Ham. Every player has improved under the first-time head coach, and their fluid offense has led to wins. So how is it possible that despite having practically the exact same roster, the Lakers look so rejuvenated? The Lakers got their first win on NBA opening night for the first time in just 8 years, a significant moment for this team. The win wasn't just about breaking the streak, it showed what Lakers fans can expect for the rest of the season. Of course, initially, all the stories were about LeBron James and his son, as they made history as the first father-son duo to share the court in an NBA game. They had shared the court together during preseason, but this was the real deal. For years, LeBron had talked about his desire to play alongside his son, and after achieving it, he described it as an unforgettable moment for both him and his family. LeBron has been playing for over 2 decades and yet continues to perform at an elite level, showing no signs of slowing down. While Bronny's entry into the league brings some added excitement and anticipation for LeBron James' legacy. After all, I don't think this feat can ever be replicated. But the other major storyline was Anthony Davis' dominance on both ends of the floor. Against the Minnesota Timberwolves, one of the best defensive teams in the league, Davis showed why he remains one of the league's most impactful two-way players. He finished that night with 36 points, 16 rebounds, and 4 assists, along with 3 blocks, putting the Lakers in control on both ends of the floor. I mean, he was doing everything from scoring in the paint, grabbing rebounds, locking down the other team defensively. Even though the Lakers could have definitely shot better, Davis helps generate better looks by being aggressive in the paint and getting to all those second chance points. In the first few games of the season, we've already gotten a glimpse into how much the Lakers are crashing the offensive glass. Clearly, JJ Redick has told him to shoot and shoot more often, but for the other players to not just sit around watching, but to crash to get the offensive rebound. Then defensively, well, we all know Anthony Davis is a defensive player of the year caliber type player, even if he never gets the recognition. He disrupted Minnesota's offense entirely. Nobody could really get to the rim. Davis's dominance not only helped the Lakers get the win, but showed that he's fully embraced his leadership role, and the fact that he's going to be a vital component of this Lakers team. Anthony Davis seems to be one of the central pieces in JJ Redick's new offensive approach. Everything revolves around movement, screening, and multiple actions to create really high quality scoring opportunities. Even though the Lakers only shot 5 of 33 from 3-point range during opening night, it showed that they were getting good quality looks. They weren't missing because they were bad shots. JJ had to get creative, create a dynamic offensive scheme, because frankly, the Lakers roster didn't change at all. Sure, in the offseason they lost Spencer Dinwiddie and Taurean Prince while drafting Connect and Bronny James, but this is practically the same team as the 2024 season. Connect is going to be a great player. He has a ton of scoring potential, and his fantastic 3-point shooting will open up the floor for LeBron James and Anthony Davis, but it was hardly a blockbuster move. In fact, the most significant change for the Lakers was really the coaching change. With JJ, there's an emphasis on player movement, spacing, and offensive creativity, which represents a shift from how the Lakers played under Darvin Ham. You could make the argument that maybe this team didn't need to make that many changes. After all, the duo of LeBron James and Anthony Davis is still one of the best in the league. Continuity is going to be a key part of their success. After all, this team did make it all the way to the Western Conference Final before losing to the Denver Nuggets. Who knows, with better coaching, maybe they win that matchup. It's clear that for now, Pelinka is focusing on optimizing the existing chemistry rather than making some splashy acquisitions. The Lakers are hoping that their internal development, along with JJ Redick's fresh new system, will push the team to the next level. That of course doesn't mean that the roster is perfect. There's still a high dependability on LeBron James and Anthony Davis to stay healthy throughout the entire season. But honestly, this new offensive approach that places a heavy emphasis on movement and layered offense should help LeBron and AD stay healthy. There is less pressure on them to carry everything as the ball is constantly moving and everyone is playing selfless basketball. It's a big shift from the stationary offensive sets that they ran under Darvin Ham. The strategy of constant motion and multiple actions is designed to maximize the talent of everyone on the roster, not just LeBron and AD, but players like Austin Reeves. Player movement is so important to JJ Redick's offensive system. Each possession is filled with constant motions, screens, and cutting. This forces the opposition defense to constantly react to what the Lakers players are doing and make split-second decisions quickly. It also creates tons of mismatches and open looks. The Lakers are using a lot of ghost screens, fake screen setups that trick defenders, and guard-to-guard handoffs to create quick decision-making scenarios for the defense. These actions cause the opposing team to be in constant motion, opening up space for players to drive, to cut, to shoot. There's no better example of this than the frequent handoffs between LeBron James and Austin Reeves. By starting plays with these dynamic handoffs, JJ's system allows multiple playmakers to handle the ball. This forces defenders to have to make a difficult choice about whether do you switch or do you stay attached to the guy you're guarding. In this way, layering actions create confusion for defenses and lead to wide scoring opportunities. Instead of relying on a basic pick and roll or isolation, the Lakers can now easily stack multiple offensive strategies within the same possession. When there's this much pressure on the defense to continuously react and make split-second decisions, it leads to more breakdowns and open scoring opportunities. For instance, one possession may start with a cross screen near the elbow to set up a post-up for a player like LeBron. As the defense shifts over to cover that action, a second screen can happen on the weak side, allowing a player to cut to the basket or rotate for a wide open three. Like I said, this kind of layering just puts so much stress on the defense and it creates high quality shots, especially for the Lakers role players, guys like D'Angelo Russell or Max Christie. You'll also notice that in JJ's offense, there's an increase in the role of big men as facilitators. AD and even Jackson Hayes are constantly positioned at the elbow or at the top of the key to start the sets. By having the big men operate from the perimeter, the Lakers are able to create space in the paint, allowing for more cuts, more off-ball movements. In fact, AD's ability to handle the ball and dribble handoffs has become a central feature of the offense. It's an easy way to open up the lane for drives and then kickouts. Even when they have poor shooting performances, the offensive struggles are not due to a lack of quality looks. Majority of the shots come from well-executed offensive sets. You just have to hope that the shots simply fall. What should be very encouraging though to Lakers fans is that the poor shooting nights don't stop the overall offensive production. The team easily still finds other ways to score, primarily through a dominance in the paint, fast break opportunities, and even second chance points from offensive rebounds. I mean, this Lakers team is big. Not only do you have LeBron James and Anthony Davis, but somebody like Rui Hachimura can easily get offensive rebounds too. The team leans heavily on their size and athleticism to control the area around the rim, especially on nights where the outside shot is not falling. It does help to dominate the paint when you have players like Anthony Davis, who can operate both as a scorer and facilitator in the middle of the floor. Then players like LeBron, Rui Hachimura, even Gabe Vincent and Austin Reeves can make strong finishes off cuts and fast breaks, as the Lakers constantly look to push the pace after they get defensive rebounds or cause a turnover. It's also very clear that the Lakers' defense and transition play are going to be critical to their success. Against Minnesota, they forced 15 turnovers, which led to 19 points on the other end. LeBron, Jackson Hayes, Anthony Davis, Rui Hachimura, these are great players to have in order to play an aggressive defense and then punish teams in transition. After every decisive rebound or even a made basket, the Lakers really pushed the pace. It was super clear in the game against the Phoenix Suns, where they came back to win despite at one point being down by 22 points. Once again, it helps having a player like LeBron James, who's not only a great rebounder, but an excellent passer. He's able to find those open lanes and teammates. It's still early days, but this Lakers team looks much better than any version of Darvin Ham's Lakers. The focus on defensive intensity and transition offense, along with a layered offense per possession, has been a key part of JJ Redick's game plan. JJ wants his team to shoot more, but they have plenty of ways to score in case they have bad shooting nights. With a Western Conference that is more open than people expect, what's stopping the Lakers from getting all the way to the final? If you enjoyed this video, I'm sure you'll love this one too. Check it out right here.